Mathematics at Olympus Secondary College is hoping to be able to help every student at their point of need. To do this, we're using Maths Essential Assessment as our key program. But what I'm trying to do today is to take you on a guided tour throughout how we get all of this to work. And through that, parents and students can then access this at any time and check back in. It is quite hard to get your head around it initially, but the growth that we've seen in students already is really huge. So we have a lot of faith in the program that we're using. So to start off with, we use what's called Essential Assessment. So to log into that, and I'll just log into this one. To log into that, I will log in under Fake Student. And we always start with a pre-test. Now, pre-test, you're not supposed to know a lot of what is actually happening. So if I say, for example, I go into number and algebra, and I'll do the indices one. In order to do the pre-test, all I need to do is press this start button. I'll just answer that here. The base number is 2. Move across to the next question. This will show me that there are 16 questions to do in this pre-test. At the end of your assessment, just click Submit. And then all this information is going to be here for you. Now, 31% for a pre-test is kind of perfect. That's what students are really struggling to get their head around, that we want a bit of a low mark. We want them to know some of the tasks that we've put in or some of the concepts that we've put in so that we know we've got them at the right range. But the ones that they didn't get right, that they don't have the knowledge of yet, that will become their learning program. Now, there's 3 things that we can look at now. The quick and easy one is to click on that review button, and it'll show you this is what I did know, and this is what I didn't know. On the ones that you now need to learn, they have little codes beside them, and those codes are important. So I'll just take note of one of those codes, and it's 330. Okay, so if I go back, these, if you like to have something printed off beside you, if I download those learning goals, okay, that will show me that for this group of data, I knew about my use of index notation, but the rest of them is what I couldn't do yet. So this is my learning intentions and these are my success criteria. So these have the same key codes as what we had before. Okay, so we've also got some worksheets. Now, if we were in class, these worksheets would be really handy because they are a little bit more thorough than the My Numeracy tasks, and it allows for teachers to walk around and a bit more collaboration, but we don't have that during our remote learning. So you're more than welcome to have a go at those. Like, we can print those off, and they will only be the worksheets that you need for the topics that you do not know. Okay, so I'll just get rid of those 2. Okay, here's where we really want you to start targeting. So in the My Numeracy bit, your learning plan is in here. So we click on this My Numeracy, and here are the 3 that I need to work on. I can't start this one without these 2. Now, the key thing is we don't know these concepts yet. So it's not fair just to go in and start having a go at those because the pre-test said that we weren't able to do that. So now's where we go on to a different program. So we know what the first concept is that we're learning about. Okay, so for example, 302. Okay, so once I know what task I'm working on, so I'm working on the concept 302, which is about indices. I then go on to the Maths Essential Assessment, which is the Google Classroom that every student in the school has. It does not matter what class you're in or what year level you're in. You're all working on the Victorian curriculum and you can all be at any point at any given time. So the first link in here actually has all the tutorial videos. So remembering that I was doing patterns and algebra and I'm looking for 302. So I click in here. I go into patterns and algebra. And I scroll down and there's 302. So 302, the link there is actually the worksheet. Now, they now appear on your Essential Assessment program. We downloaded them all initially to have them on this system. So if you do want to have a look at the worksheet, that's fine, and get onto that one. Even if you have the worksheets from the other component, you look at the answers here. So we've downloaded a copy of all the answers. But the main reasons for accessing this Google Classroom is for the actual tutorial videos. We don't want you to start the work until you actually know how to do it. So here, for example, I'll just click on that index laws, and there'll probably be an ad to start off with. Nope. Okay. So through here, they're generally a bit shorter than here, those videos, but these videos will take you through what the index laws are. So once you've had a look at it and you feel like that's okay, that's when you go back to your My Numeracy task. And I'll click on there, and this is what I'll then start. Start this button and have a go at that one. And go. If you get one of the answers wrong, especially if you get it wrong twice, often it'll just appear on the side with an explanation about what's going on, and it would look like this. So I can click on Learn and go, how do I do this question? And that support is as you go through. Once you finish all the tasks, you just press the Submit button. And here's an example where it'll let you know that your understanding was fine, your fluency was fine. Okay, got a trophy for that one. But it actually showed that the problem solving part wasn't great, but it still showed enough knowledge to be able to gain my little certificate at the end of it. So your screen will end up coming to that. It's showing me that I can reset it if I want to. I can review the questions to find out what I've got. And it's here that you might go, yep, that's okay, I can move forward because I worked out what I was doing wrong. Or it might even be the next time to go on to some maths-based tasks or attempt the worksheet or take one of those photos or let the teacher know that this is what you were. If you look on your My Numeracy and you've finished these set tasks for you before the time allocation for this topic is up, your teacher will unlock you some more. And that's not extra work for you. That's so that you can actually show some growth that's well above, what sort of is expected or well above the next level. And that's what we're really excited to see some students doing at the moment is they're getting a lot more unlocked and their growth is really going through the roof. So once that's all done and at the end of your time allocation for the topic, your post-test will be unlocked. And your post-test will be just like your pre-test. It might even be at a higher level depending on how many tasks you got done, and that then will indicate to the teacher what level you did finish at. So one more thing to remember is your meetings, so student meetings with the teachers will be normally done on their Google Classroom, their individual classroom. So for example, my class will meet on this link, and you'll be able to know when you're having those meetings because they'll be on your Zuno timetable, and they will say video link. Parents, please, if you still have any questions, please send me a Zuno message. Send a teacher a Zuno message, and we're more than happy to help. We don't want people to sort of shy away from it or be concerned about it. We want to be able to help you through it and help these students together to get as much of this maths growth as we can. Hoping that this video has cleared up some of the process. Watch it over again if you need to. Talk to your students about it, and students talk to your parents about it, and make sure that everyone's comfortable with what's happening.